Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
You hear the screeching of an owl. You hear the wind begin to howl. You know there's zombies on the prowl. And it's terror time again. They've got you running through the night. It's terror time again. And you just might die of fright. It's a terrifying time. You hear the beating of your heart. You know the screaming's gonna start. Here comes the really scary part. 'Cause it's terror time again. They've got you running through the night. It's terror time again. Oh, you just might die of fright. It's a terrifying time. All the trees begin to moan, and the monsters grunt and groan, rotting faces full of slime. Don't you know it's terror time? And it's terror time again. They've got you running through the night. Yes, it's terror time again. Oh, you just might die of fright. It's a terrifying time.
It's showtime.
Time for the show. Everybody on stage.
What is going on, spooky people? BrettMan back again for another live stream episode of Chills and Thrills, where we are covering the month theme for August of Heat Wave, the horror movies that really make you feel the heat of the weather, of how so freaking hot it is out there. So hopefully you all are having an amazing Saturday. And I do want to clear up, I forgot to give credit where credit is due for last week. As you could tell from the theme song that I like to use of Terror Time, and the little like, let's all go to the lobby, and all that, I gave credit in my description. They will be in the description for every single live stream that I do. And also want to give a special shout out to a good YouTuber friend of mine, Chris Snyder. Many of you know him from the movie Misfits, for that particular YouTube channel, because he used to have this exact same setup, but I did ask for his permission to use what he used to use for his channel, and he was totally cool about it. He said, "Go for it, buddy, and best of luck." And Chris Snyder, I want to give you your I want to give you your dues, and just want to say thank you for allowing me to help use this as well for this awesome stream. Let me get the banner rolling there. There we go. So who's all here tonight? Let's see who is here. And then I'll give my first thoughts about my first time watching this movie. And then we'll go ahead and hit play. I will say, because I did recognize as I was setting up here last minute, that I will be watching the unrated cut. That is the version that I will be watching. But if you're watching by normal cut too, we can still follow along. It'll just, maybe mine will be just a little bit longer than the non-unrated cut. But you know what? We will get through this together. So let me say hello to everybody real quick. Let's see here. We got Eli Cortez. What's going on there, Eli? How are you doing? Eli, I need to give you the wrenchman on this channel as well. So I will fix that for next week, because next week's Chills and Thrills Heat Wave is going to be a really big one. And I will go more into that after the movie. We got Gory Tiger. What's going on there? Gore, how are you doing? Chills and Thrills. Hey, that's me. But I will say, yes, I do have a goal to try to reach 100 subscribers before the end of, well, damn, that's supposed to say the end of August. That's what I'm trying for. But we could try September as well. So that we can earn the right to do a scary movie watch party for Chills and Thrills for a special 100 subscriber celebration live watch party. So if you want to have a live watch party for scary movie, then let's get to 100 subscribers. And then with 250, we'll do Scary Movie 2. With 500, we'll do Scary Movie 3. And then 1,000, we'll do something in such a big way. Let's see here. Who else we got in here? I say let the do. There we go. We got Chester. What's going on there, Chester? How are you doing? We got Davey Defray saying he has a date tonight. Damn gum, you dog, man. That's so awesome. Hopefully you have a wonderful time on your date, and hopefully it all goes well, and hopefully she be the one for you, my friend. We're all rooting for you. Let's see here. We got Zodiac Z. What's going on there, Zodiac? How are you doing? Rosie, my dear, how are you? Rosie, I still need to get your damn roses on this channel, so I am so sorry for that. I owe you big time. Once I get those roses up there, I'll figure out something special to do for you, just because I keep on messing that up. So let's see here. Who else we got in here? We got Ashton. What's going on there, Ashton? How are you doing, my friend? Hopefully all is going well. Let's see here. Man, y'all talking amongst yourselves. That is great. Let's see. We got Gene Whitcomb saying, cannot rake The Hills Have Eyes. I've never seen it. Well, Gene, hopefully you can find it somewhere and you can watch along with us. And if not, that's okay. We're still happy to have you here. So what's going on there, Gene? We got your Adrian. How you doing? Hopefully you having a good day and you let The Hills Have Eyes. So what's going on there, Adrian? Let's see here. Alrighty, I think we got everybody here. For anyone else that is joining in and wants to chime in the chat, I'll be sure to say my hellos to you. So before we play the movie, my first thoughts on The Hills Have Eyes, and again, this is the remake from 2006. And my first memory of this movie is I saw so many advertisements for this movie, especially when I'm watching Monday Night Raw on the USA back in the 2006. This freaking movie was on every single commercial after Raw was cutting to break, or anything on the USA Network during that time, because the USA did a really good job promoting movies. And The Hills Have Eyes was definitely one of them, and it scared the hell out of me, and I wanted nothing to do with it. But then when I finally got into the horror genre, I actually watched this remake first before I ever touched the original. And I'd say I was really, really impressed with the movie. We get a very criminally underrated final guy, which we don't get a lot of final guys in the horror movie genre. And when we do, we really hope they deliver. And my boy Dave in this movie abso-freaking-lutely delivers. We will talk more about Dave as this movie progresses here, how he starts at the beginning and how he finishes at the end. But then when I got to the original Hills Have Eyes, I just realized, yeah, the remake did it absolutely 100 times better. So let's get into it. Why that is when we hit play here. So we got 10 people watching. That is awesome. Hopefully, again, y'all are having a great Saturday night. And please consider hitting that subscribe button, liking this video, sharing, and subscribing. I already said subscribe, but you know what? Better to say it twice. So every little thing helps on this channel. The best part is you can do it for free. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and hit play. I'm going to do the countdown first, so don't hit it just yet. I'm going to do the countdown. See here. Actually, what I want to do is put it at 10 seconds for me. So let me hit 10 seconds on my movie because I want to make sure I hit the timer right. 8, 9, 10. All right, here we go. So I'm going to do the countdown. When I say play, we are going to hit play. And we're going to be doing that in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and play. Sorry about that. All right. So it'd be a good idea if you hit the actual window that the timer is on. So I got to start this for me at 15 seconds. So here we go. 13, 14, 15. All right, we are at Fox Searchlight Pictures. And again, I'm watching the unrated cut, but if you're watching the original cut, it should be okay too to follow along with what we are doing with our live streams. Between 1945 and 1962, the United States conducted 331 astronomic nuclear tests. Those bastards, why the hell would they do that? New Mexico. How many of y'all been to New Mexico? Because I had a high school buddy who was born and raised in New Mexico, and then Tennessee is where he now spends most of his days. So let me know, have y'all been to New Mexico? Okay. Pretty rare source of water right here in the middle of the desert in the middle of nowhere. All right, let's see here. Zodiac has never been to Old Mexico. Let's see here. Ashton's watching the original. Thank you, everybody, for giving Rosie her roses since I cannot because I am what we call a little asshole. Let's see here. Saul Zodiac here says, I remember Raw was the same way. Oh, shit. I was sorry. I was not ready. Oh, he wasn't ready for that either. But man, what a great start. God, man. God, that guy is getting fucked up. Here. Oh, he gone. I gotta get my letterbox going here just in case if we had any questions about like cast members and all that. Because I can't have another thing about me forgetting about Samara Weaving the other night. Time for the show, everybody. All right. Anyway, Zodiac, see, what do you got here? I remember Raw was the same way with Rob Zombie's Halloween, Brett, as far as advertising is constantly. Yeah, constantly. Yes. Yeah, and I do remember Rob Zombie's Halloween also being featured on those Monday Night Raw commercials as well. Jamie, how are you doing, Jamie? Hopefully, all is going well with you. As Ashton loves to call you, the heart of the community, because I absolutely agree with that. Man, I got to make that clock bigger. So let me see if we can make that clock bigger. Ugh. That one ugly motherfucker. No, I don't want that because I want you all to see me. There we go. Here I am. That's as best as I can get it. So if y'all need help with the time clock, I will read it to you. And let's see here. Oh, I do have a little fun fact here. Let's see here. Because we're watching this opening intro where we're getting to seeing all these deformed babies, and you're thinking it's from all this like nuclear bomb stuff, which is not actually, because right here it says the photos of mutations that play during the opening credits are not of atomic mutation but birth defects caused by the use of Agent Orange in Vietnam. And yeah, I just feel sorry that those kind of mutations happened. And there's our director of Alexandre Aja. Let's see. All right, we are here, middle of nowhere, where there's the good old gas station. Oh, and I had something for the gas station too that I was reading up on. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. The gas station set was built on a location in Morocco. It was so authentic that occasionally someone not involved in the production would stop to buy gas. Well, I don't think they had that much luck buying gas at that prop location. Let's see here. Better remake this or Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003? You know what, Zodiac? This is a very good question. I know we're going to be watching the movie here, and so I'll probably have a lot better answer towards the end of this movie. But if I have to go with a thought right now, from my memory, Zodiac, I'm going to say that The Hills Have Eyes did the best job being a better remake than Texas Chainsaw Massacre of 2003, because the goal for a remake is to be better than the original while also doing your same thing and also just showing love to what came before it. And Texas Chainsaw Massacre did do a good job at that, but what did a better job was the Hills Have Eyes remake, because I prefer this remake over the original Hills Have Eyes. So if you could do that, you are a very successful remake, in my opinion. Let's see here. Jamie, what do you got here? Oh, wow. I'm sick because of my dad getting sprayed with Agent Orange. Holy, I'm a mutant. For real, though, it's what caused my hematosis. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing this. Hashimoto's illness. And Jamie, I'm so sorry that you have that kind of illness. I really am. But yeah, it's just the world's fucked up. That's the best way I can say about it. And what Vietnam did was wrong. We got the Gas Taylor. Kind of could tell earlier on. Well, we kind of know now because we're watching the movie, or we've watched the movie before. But yeah, he kind of has like a special, kind of like of a special, unique agreement with these mutated creatures out here in the desert. See, they dropped the bag of. Oh, Jamie, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that there's no cure. Damn. There should be. You think with how long we've come along with medical technology, we just have a cure for everything now. So it's just that's so unfortunate. I'm sorry, Jamie. I said, dude, you better get that bag. They worked hard on that bag for you. There you go. Good man. You bring them people, they'll bring you gifts. Let's see here. What do we got here? I believe that was a video camera, some jewelry. What else did we get? What else did we get in there? Oh, there we go. A nice juicy cheeseburger. Oh, God, hell no. That's not a cheeseburger. That's just an ear. But hey, but here's the thing, guys. As kind of like this movie is developing here on what in the world's going on before we get introduced to our main characters of the movie. But what did we all have for dinner tonight? Or a late lunch? What do we have for dinner? What are we drinking now? Are we snacking on anything? Because I have got me some good high quality H2O right here. Got me some H2O. And I had ramen for the second time ever tonight, or for today. I had around 3 o'clock. It was about an hour wait before I was able to sit down for some ramen. But I will tell you right now, it was so worth it, and I am now officially a ramen fan. So let me know, what did y'all have for dinner? What are we snacking on? What are we drinking? Let's create some conversations. And they're the dogs. And there's Dave. Freaking Dave. What's going on there, Eli Cortez? I gave you your hello really, really at the beginning of it, but we're glad you're here now. And Eli, like I said, I gotta for the next week's live stream, I gotta get that Blue Wrenchman on you so you can start sharing those leaks on here as well. Zodiac had breakfast for dinner: biscuits and gravy, sausage, and scrambled eggs. Zodiac, that is a killer breakfast for dinner combo right there. I couldn't have done that better myself. So hell yeah, Zodiac. Ah, Jamie, I'm so freaking jealous of you, girl. You had a ribeye with grilled peppers. That is my go-to now, is ribeye and grilled peppers on my Blackstone. So I'm very, very jealous of you. I believe that here, I'm going to double check real quick, but I believe the father is Ted Levine because I got some stuff about Ted Levine as well that I was reading up on for this movie. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, yeah. So, yeah, Ted Levine is daddy. Yes, Rosie, you absolutely got to get a hot pink center of that freaking ribeye because if you don't, what are you cooking the ribeye for? Yeah, it's like, girl, you don't have to look. When a guy's got to go, a guy's got to go. Uh oh. We already got some snooping by the mutations here. But yeah, let me tell you something about good old Ted Levine here. I do got a movie fact for you all for about good old Mr. Ted Levine. Almost all of Ted Levine's actions and lines were improvised. And you gotta really trust an actor a lot for pretty much letting him do whatever he wants in the movie. So very, very big risk of trusting Ted Levine with his own lines and his own actions. But from my memory, he did a great job. So I think it absolutely worked out. Damn. Yeah, I was like, I would have rather just peed outside, if you know what I mean. Oh damn! Now we got now we got a damn mutation just trying to get a little peek. He Yeah, so he probably piss all over himself. uh what I'm liking about this movie so far, and we haven't really dived in fully into our characters yet. I just love the whole tone of the movie, the mood, like just this whole atmosphere. They're out there in the desert. You can already feel the heat. You just have this such an uncomfortable aura about this place where you just know absolutely this place is not safe and you need to keep on driving. So that's why I'm liking. So like this whole like as my buddy Brad says it best, the world building of this movie so far is really really well done. Let's see. Hey, and guess what, Dave? We don't like solicitors. We don't like them. We don't need them. So let's see here. Eli's got me. I appreciate you there, Eli. Zodiac says Ted Levine in this movie reminds me of how Sheriff Meeker treats Brady in Halloween 4. Oh man, but hey, you know what? You gotta have a strong fatherly figure in this movie, especially with how awesome Dave is at the end of the movie. I'm sure Big Bob would have been very proud of Dave. I had to share some of my ribeye with my cat because he begs like a dog. It's very uncomfortable to have a cat staring you down as you eat. Well, that cat can wait patiently, but you know what? You are a lot better than I am, Jamie, because I would have ate all of that steak by myself. Jamie, my dog Phoenix used to do that all the time, even after he already eaten. Ooh, damn! What a nice little jump scare right there. But yeah, it's just we gotta feed our loved ones for the animals. So absolutely. So Ashton, Jamie, you're a lot better for me because once I get to eating, that's what all I do. Chester had chicken tacos for dinner. Now, Ashton, or excuse me, Chester, that is a strong move, my friend. I love me some chicken tacos. So excellent choice for dinner. Oh, Big Bob, don't be a cock blocker. That's not cool, dude. That's not cool. Adrian, yeah, our dog and cat used to do that too. Yeah, because animals got to eat. And guess what? We're animals too. We got to eat. No, I wouldn't be listening to that guy. You already got your direction. You already know how to get there. It's about the journey, not the destination. And really wish somebody would have told Ted Levine that because he and pretty much most of his family would still be alive at the end of this. Now, Ashton, I was about to say, Ashton, what did I do to cop block? I didn't do anything. I was talking about Big Bob, not cop blocking our boy Dave. Zodiac, are you going to do beers with bros or some kind of football podcast this year, Brad? Zodiac, me, Brad, and Chris would absolutely love to do something like that. It's just unfortunate that life is really busy. And unfortunately, we don't have time to do it. If we can do something, we will be all for it. But right now, it's not looking the best. So, and we really apologize for that. But sometimes life gets in the way, but in a good way. Like nothing's wrong with us. We are all happy. We are all good. Brad's doing great. Chris is doing great. I'm doing good. So yeah, just unfortunately, life can find a way and say no way, Jose. He was Bob blocked. That's a good way to put it there. So yeah. Let's see here. Shut up, Ma. Let's see here. Brother Fluff. What's going on there, Brother Fluff? How are you doing, my friend? Saying, I remember the Bills Have Knives. It was about a killer scientist. Are you fucking with me, or is this something a real thing? If it's a real thing, I'll check it out just for you. But if you're fucking with me, I'm gonna come find you, Brother Fluff. And we got Destiny. What's going on there, Destiny? How are you doing? Hopefully, all is going well with you and you're having a good day so far. We are just past the point where they left the gas station. That's where we are at the movie at this time. Dave is still being a little geek. But you know what? All that pays off later on in the movie. But Destiny, glad to have you here. Damn it, Brother Fluff. I knew you were fucking with me. Brother Fluff, I got a question for you. You chicken fucker? Nah, I'm just kidding. You can answer that next week when we're doing the Devil's Rejects. But there you go. Just something to think about for a week, Brother Fluff. Are you a chicken fucker? Yeah, Gory. You might as well have had the gas attendant should have said that line. You're all doomed. When you go to the hills, you're all doomed. I'm not sure why I sound like Dracula right there for a second, but hey, here we are. Now, Dave, you're not supposed to be offering kids cigarettes. Ah, okay, there we go, Dave. Good man. Yeah, I know I mentioned like what y'all are having for dinner tonight or a late lunch and all that. I again had ramen for the first time, or actually, sorry, I had ramen for the second time, and that is what's my sailor. Oh, There we go. We got the spikes. There it is. Come on, big. Come on, Ted Levine. Damn. So let's see here. Just let me check here. But yeah, has ramen for the second time ever, and it really sold me that I really do enjoy ramen. So, do you all enjoy ramen? Let's see here. Did he say it in the original? No, Gory. I believe he was just making fun of our boy Ralph from Friday the 13th. Just like it's got the hills. It's got a dev cuss. Let's see here. Destiny made some salmon rice bowls. Destiny, that is a very strong move right there. I bought me some chicken, steak, and some shrimp so I could do me a variety of meat rice bowls throughout the week. So very strong play right there with the salmon rice bowls. Oh, and you made homemade lemonade? Damn, I love me some good homemade lemonade. Do you do like the original, like just regular lemonade, or do you try to do like a strawberry lemonade? Because my favorite is watermelon lemonade. That is my all-time favorite lemonade to make homemade. Oh, well, you know what? I'm an asshole. His name is Doug, not Dave. Why was I calling him Dave throughout the entirety of this? I guess it was when Davey Devray was in the chat, and I just got Dave on my mind. So our character is Doug. Fuck you, Doug. Who said that, you rascal? Ashton, what we got here? Brett, have you watched Brain Dead? I watched it last night after Davey recommended it. And yeah, Ashton, Davey recommended that movie as well for me to watch this year. So I actually watched it for one of my 14 days of new horror movie watches, year 5, back in May. And I had a really fun time with Brain Dead. And actually, it's rare right now that Brain Dead, it is on YouTube for free. So watch it now before they decide to take it down. And I really had a fun time with Brain Dead. Definitely one of the most nastiest horror movies I've ever seen, but the movie was so much fun. Let's see here. And Destiny is regular or blueberry. Ooh, I need to try blueberry, Destiny. That's a really damn good idea. But I also had a specialty lemonade at the ramen restaurant that I ate at today too. It had like basil, fresh lemons in it, and it was really good. Yeah, I love lemonade, but I actually learned, Jamie, with as much lemonade, I heard if you drink too much lemonade, that your actual skin itches. So, because I actually have experienced that problem with myself, and I had to take a small break from lemonade. Hey, I dig her style. If we're just going to sit in the middle of the hot heat, you might as well get a suntan while you're at it. So hopefully they have sunscreen on them because she can get burnt really quick. See here. What else we got here? Chester likes strawberry lemonade. Strawberry's a good choice. Destiny saying I'm watching that tomorrow, which I'm going to assume that's Brain Dead. Destiny, if you need the link for that, I can hunt you down the link because Jason Smith sent me that link. So if you need a link, let me know and I'll send it to you. See here. Eli says Brain Dead is one of my favorite movies, and I can see why, Eli, because it is a lot of fun. It's nasty, and I wouldn't recommend eating anything while you're watching Brain Dead. But that last third act is absolutely bonkers. Yeah, I was like, come on. I was like, damn it, Bobby. God, sounded like Hank Hill right there. Damn it, Bobby. Damn. He does not like Doug at all. Let's see here. Adrian, cherry Coke or Coca Cola? Ah, Adrian, this is a tough choice because I love me a good cherry soda, but I would probably, if I have to choose one, I'm going to have to go with the original Coca Cola because there's just nothing more reliable and tasting really good than a regular Coca Cola. Cherry Coke and popcorn, best combo ever. Jamie, I'm going to try to one up you here. I'll do the best I can to one up you. Is I do a Pib Extra popcorn and Nestle Crunch or the Nestle Crunch bars, but in the little tiny ball things called the Bunch of Crunch. Because if you combine the Bunch of Crunch and the popcorn, it's the ultimate sweet and salty snack. Nothing better. Vanilla Coke, but Cherry Coke Icy is my go-to for the theater. Nice. That's a good move right there of a Cherry Coke Icy. Wait a minute. So Destiny, do you do like half of the icy is Coke and the half of the icy is cherry? And like do you mix it or do you just put like a cherry on top? Damn it, Bobby. So yeah, let me know that. That's very interesting there, Destiny. Cherry Coke Icy and popcorn. Again, that's a good move right there. Let's see here. Dr. Pepper Icy is my jam. Yeah, see, I need to try a Dr. Pepper Icy, and I'll honestly have not had an Icy in a very long time at the theater because I'm trying to be a little better and drink better at the theater, but you can't help it when it's just the theater is so good to their drinks and popcorn. Mountain Dew and nachos, and I am all set. Hey, that's a killer move right there. Let's see here. Y'all talking amongst yourself. That's great. Keep talking along right there. Destiny said, okay, you mix it. Okay, I bet that's freaking good. I might have to try that, but the problem with my theater is it's Regal and they control everything, so they probably won't mix it. They might be able to if I ask. So for next week's movie, which next week's movie is Honey Don't with Mark Wickwaley, directed by one of the Coen brothers. I believe it's Eric Coen, that's the director. So I might try that to see if they can mix ices. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. See, I like this. Like this is nice right here. Like they're adding that whole family value to this with a prayer. So land and pray real quick. Good little side effect right there. Kind of like with the screen, kind of like waving right there to kind of sell how extremely hot it is out there. I love that. It's just again with movies, the small details make the most of everything in a horror movie. Let's see here. Adrian likes Mountain Dew. Ooh, Destiny Pretzel Bites is a strong game right there. Especially if you could get a good theater chain to make good pretzels, that's the game. See here. What else we got here? Adrian says 7 Up lime and lemon zero sugar. Oh, so you got one of those fancier machines, Adrian, that does like the multi drinks and all that. So I'm going to safely assume, Adrian, if I'm guessing here, you are team AMC, or at least AMC is the closest theater to your house. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did anyone order the Slasher Trash documentary? I have not ordered it. It says I'm trying to be a little like kind of like I have to start saving money because I got like I got a big convention in October to go to. I got like vacation next month to Bald Head Island, and like Bald Head Island Part Two. So I'm going back to Bald Head Island, and then October I got to go to Pitch and Forge at Gatlinburg for a weekend, and then again the big convention that's in Lexington, Kentucky for Scarefest. So I got to start saving some money. So unfortunately, I didn't get to order Slasher Trash Doc, but what I did order to make sure is I did invest in to The Last Nightmare Part 2, Braden Timmons' fan film of Halloween, where he gets to finish off his conclusion to his little trilogy that he's working on. And from what I checked, I believe he's past 72%, nearing 75%, with less than 2 weeks left. So we need to do him a favor, and we need him to accomplish his goal, and we can help him do that. So if you have not invested into The Last Nightmare Part 2, what you waiting for? Help our boy Braden. Damn, they came prepared with all that food. Oh man. I don't like this scene coming up with the dog right here. But the second dog is the hidden MVP of this movie. I what ain't the second dog's name is Beauty, and I forgot what this dog's name is. But this dog's about to fuck around and find out. Oh, okay. Sorry. Beauty's the one I believe that's gonna get. Here, I'm just gonna pay attention one quick second. Cause now I'm getting my okay, yeah, that's it. I know it's Beauty and Beast. I was trying to figure out what dog was the one that got killed. I want to say the dog that got killed was Beast, but I couldn't remember. It's been a while since I've seen this movie. But speaking of which, that says my favorite theaters are when you can order entire meals. Yeah, Desi, I know about Alamo, and I'm jealous of you. That I wish I can go to Alamo, but the closest one for me is a 4 to 5 hour drive to North Carolina. If there's a big enough movie for me to do that, I would absolutely make the trip to go because I heard Alamo is nothing but badass. But I do have one though in Knox or around the Knoxville area that is a Regal plus a like an entree serving deal. So they have like wings, they got a burger, they got fries. But from my understanding, it's nowhere near close to the level of Alamo. Uh-oh, Bobby's getting scared. But that's what happens, Bobby. You broke one of the big rules in horror movies. You do not split up and go on your own. Obviously, Bobby has not watched enough Scooby Doo growing up. Oh, look, there's Little Red Riding Hood. Uh oh. Blood trail. That is never a good thing. I think Beauty gets killed, but I also can't remember. Well, we're about to find out right here because unfortunately, Bobby found him or her. Say his name, Bobby, or her name. Even though Bobby's about to figure out that this was not just an ordinary killing. Run, Bobby. Okay. I'm not sure if y'all saw the same thing I did right there, but that was not a good cut editing right there because it's like he stopped and then he fell versus just continuing with the motion to fall right there. So I'm not sure if you all like that's what I noticed. Did you all notice that too? Like just kind of like a weird editing cut right there as Little Red Riding Hood is touching her or touching him. Damn. He's enjoying that leg too much. All right, let me get back with you guys in the chat to see what you all are talking about. Because I like to snoop in on what you all are talking about here. Ashton says, "My sister gets a large popcorn and never finishes it." You know what, Ashton? I've been struggling with large popcorns myself lately, but I did take my mom to the theater today. We saw Nobody 2, which is a lot of fun. It's a fun action movie, especially for a sequel. So if y'all like the first Nobody, go watch Nobody 2 at the theater. But I will do a written review about it tomorrow on my letterbox. Which, speaking of Letterbox, real quick, I the links that you see in the description of this live stream right now, it has the Facebook group, it has the Instagram account, and it also has the Chills and Thrills Letterbox. The links don't work yet because I'm trying to get them approved by YouTube, so you all are allowed to click on them. But the actual, like, you could just do a copy and paste, and come find me and go follow me. If you follow me, I'll do the best I can to follow you right back, especially on the Letterbox front, because I'm trying to get the Letterbox thing on a go. Yes, Jamie, I am so excited for Scarefest. I'm excited to meet you. I'm excited to meet Cody Snyder, and I'm also excited to meet Odd Sam, that's on Twitter, and also Mia, a good friend of mine too. Mia, I'm very excited to meet everybody there at Scarefest coming up in October. See here, what else we got? When are you and Brad shooting a new short film? That stream with y'all's shorts was a blast. Eli, it's just life is extremely busy for everybody right now, but hopefully when things calm down in the future, I know deep down Brad wants to do the package, which the package is a Halloween 3 Seasons of the Witch fan film. Because again, like Brad said, the script is done. It's just trying to get everything else put together. And when it's time to do that stage, it does consume a lot of time and also takes money too. So it's just when we have the time to do it, that's when we're going to do it. I know Brad has great intentions and a great motivation to do it when he's able. Uh, she said Holliston and Victor Crowley. Shout out to both of those. Desi, were you talking about like the girl in the red hood? Is that who you were referring to, or who you were referring to in particular? Blu-ray, what's going on, man? How are you doing, buddy? Hopefully, you're winning that battle against your addiction to Blu-rays, my friend. If anybody could do it, it's absolutely you. Hopefully, you're all doing good. Or you're doing good. Sorry about that. Okay, so Doug has found the car yard where they're starting to slowly kind of figure out something is really fucked up about this hills. Now we're at the night scene, so shit it's about to get crazy here in a minute. So let me go ahead and get these remaining comments here. What's Holliston? Haven't heard of that one. Yeah, Ashton, if you have I believe it's still on Shutter right now. I believe so. And if not, then you just need to buy the Blu-ray of it of seasons 1 and 2. It's a great, and I'm talking about a fun show with Adam Green. And oh my god, I wanted to say David Lynch. Destiny, you know this better than anybody. Which Lynch is it that's with Adam Green that does the show Holliston? See here. Yeah, and there you go, Ashton. There's just a good selling point for you. It has 2 seasons, 6 episodes for season 1, and 11 episodes for season 2. It's a really fun show with a lot of great cameos. And yes, great cameos for great horror icons. That's all I'll leave you with. I'm not going to tell you which horror icons they are, but they're epic as fuck. Oh, Joe Lynch. Thank you, Blu-ray Addict. It is Joe Lynch, that is. For some reason, I wanted to say David Lynch because I always see everybody talking about David Lynch and Twin Peaks and all that. So it's really quick. It's just really kind of normal for me now. Anybody saying Lynch, I think of David Lynch right off the bat. So yes, it is Joe Lynch and Adam Green. Checking on your all's poll real quick. 54, 13 votes. Oh, okay, 8%. Okay. Cool. Yeah, if you have a vote in the polls that I get from this live stream are going to go along with the ever polls on the social media post that I posted on Wednesday. Yeah, on Wednesday. So yeah, all of it's going to be combined together, and tomorrow I'll just reveal the whole result and percentages on what you all voted on as a whole for the Hills Have Eyes remake. And that's the other thing too with the polls. Vote as many times as you want. So if you want to vote on the Facebook poll, go for it. If you want to vote on the YouTube post, go for it. Instagram post, go for it. Instagram story, go for it. This live stream and future live streams, go for it. The more votes, the better. And plus, it gives you a better way to support your favorite horror movies that we cover on Chills and Thrills. All right, Big Bob with that big ass freaking revolver right there. Nuclear weapons. Miners refuse to abandon their land. The Hills Have Eyes is one of the few remakes that is way better than the original Blu-ray. I could not agree more with you on that. And to add on to it, you say, I even enjoyed The Hills Have Eyes 2 from 2007, but I know that most people hate it. Well, I'm not like most people, Blu-ray, and I did enjoy The Hills Have Eyes 2 for what it was. It's just it's a good enough sequel to the remake. Like, I didn't have big expectations for it, but from my memory of watching it, I didn't have a bad time with it. Oh, shit. Sorry, there was a fucking explosion behind my house. That's very concerning. So, Disney, hopefully everything is okay with the explosion, but more importantly, hopefully you and your family are okay. So keep us posted when you know for sure you're absolutely safe. What does your shirt say? You're my boy, Blue, from Old School. If you can hear me right there, you're my boy, Blue. I love that movie. Yeah, I was like, come on, dude, don't do this. Let's not copy the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and all that. Like, let's not do that. Mm. Oh, I'll just tell you this: as soon as that shotgun goes off, all hell breaks loose and everything intensifies from here on out. We are 42 minutes in right now, and all hell's about to break loose. So if you're just joining in, perfect time to join in. Let's see here. Let's see here. Cole, what's going on there, Cole? How are you doing, buddy? I thought you'd be too busy playing Phasmophobia with Brad right now. So, let's see here. Oh, damn. Big Bob Ted Levine is getting fucked up. Cole says, I enjoy both one and really fun with two was like Happy Gilmore. Now, Cole, dead gummit, what are you doing? We don't like Happy Gilmore 2 on this channel. Or according to me and Brad, we don't, or Brad liked it for what it was. I absolutely did not enjoy it. And yes, Cole, we are having a great Saturday just watching the Hills Have Eyes remake. These morons behind us are having a huge fire and I guess put too much gas on it and it exploded. A big boom. Okay, well, I think you might be the perfect person to give them advice of that is not a good idea. And I bet at this point now, I bet you wish that they have burnt feet. So again, just again, hopefully everything's okay and they're okay. But I'm sorry that or I'm sorry that happened because yeah, gotta love neighbors sometimes. And my next door neighbor actually moved out this past weekend, so I'm very interested to see if I get a good neighbor because so far I'm 2 for 2 on good neighbors. So I'm afraid that third time's going to be the charm where I'm not going to get a good neighbor or going to get like a Karen neighbor. God, if I get a Karen neighbor, I might lose my shit. All right. Bobby has officially woken up. He's gotten back. Let's see here. Okay, I believe they said Beauty. So Beauty, the one that's dead, and Beast is the one that's alive. God damn. Last weekend I had to call the cops on another neighbor because he was being violent towards his wife. Well, fuck me. Like you are just having an adventure these last couple of weekends with neighbors. But for that one, you are an absolute MVP for. So I am so hoping that she is okay, and I'm proud of you for absolutely doing the right thing. So I'm very proud of you because fuck husbands that are finally towards their wives. They're massive pieces of shit. All right. Bobby is nervous as hell. The beast has been unleashed. God almighty. Doug really absolutely does not trust freaking Bobby with a gun. And I do not blame him. He went to jail. She is okay, and he cannot come back for 90 days. Well, I am hopefully that he doesn't come back at all. And hopefully she files for a divorce and everything, in my opinion. So again, I am so happy that she is okay. But yeah, fuck that dude. He can be in jail longer than 90 days if you ask me. And I can imagine that's very scary. So if I were you, again, just if he does come back, just lay low and just play absolutely dumb. I'm like, I don't know who called, but again, just lay low. You did absolutely the right thing. And I know that she honestly, truly appreciates you. Damn, Ashton had to make a call like that once, too. So damn, Ashton, I'm very sorry about that, my friend. Um, see here. Oh, Atanas. What's going on there, Atanas? How are you doing, buddy? Hopefully all's going well. We're just watching the Hills Have Eyes remake. I'm watching the unrated cut, which I think most of y'all might be watching the original, so I am sorry for oh no. Sorry. Beast found beauty. Damn. Fuck, man. Sorry, that just gets me all. See here. Destiny neighbors over here like the last exorcism. God, it seems like it's a lot worse than the last exorcism, Cold, to be honest with you. Holy damn. Uh Literally suburbs can be insane. Yeah, and I'm gonna make a note not to live in the suburbs. Luckily I am in a good neighborhood. But for my last house, I like to honestly just build in the middle of nowhere with all by myself. Big ass tree surrounding my property, my swimming pool, and of course have my friends over and we can freaking party without any distractions. See you, Byron. What's going on there, Byron? How are you doing, buddy? Hopefully all's going well with you. You made it just in time because shit's really about to hit the fan, even a more bigger level. We had the gas attendant just had a he will no longer be a major head of a corporation anymore. He'll never get ahead of life. So that's the thing we just passed. But yeah, we're about to get into some more deep shit here in a minute. So, but you arrived at a very good time. Oh, you're welcome, Ashton. You the man. Let's see. And all I need is a beauty and a beat. All I need is a beauty and a beat. Do not ask me how I know some of the lyrics. Gotta keep an eye out for Celine Ner. For Selena. All right, so she's getting ready to go to sleep. Baby about to go to sleep. Apparently, they've been. The mother's gone to sleep, so apparently, all three of them have been watching the original Friday the 13th. Watching Alice fall asleep when shit is going down around their environment. So, not a good plan. See, at least Bobby is trying to be aware of what's going on right now. Even though Bobby already broke one of the main rules of horror movies, but at least he's following the right one. So let's see here. The guy actually ended up threatening me before he got taken away, but never did anything. Which, Ashton, I'm glad he didn't do anything because, again, I could not imagine of a situation like that. And little personal story. I kind of had something like happen like that towards like me and my mom too. Like we had to deal with at least one crazy person in our life, and it made us very paranoid for a while. But like everything took care of itself, and luckily nobody got hurt. So I'm glad you didn't get hurt, Destiny. I'm glad that your neighbor, the girl next door neighbor, is okay. I'm just glad everybody's okay. All right. We got the mutants inside the car. This is not good. See here. Autonomous, real quickly before things really okay. This shit is getting that kind of looks like a freaking Jason Voorhees without his mask on. Uh-oh. I was like, Bobby, you better fucking move, dude. Let's see here. Autonomous, here's what I'm going to do because shit's about to get crazy right here. I'm going to star your comment, and I promise I'll get back to you. And I'm going to say this right now. Very, very underrated sound like score in this entirety of the movie. I've loved every single score that they have displayed in this movie so far, especially with this beat right here when like, okay, shit's picking up and we got to do a pickup beat. Really enjoyed that. Oh, now you're going to freaking tell them about beauty? You should have done that at the very beginning. It's like, I'll go look for dad. Your mom is going to provide breast milk in the van or in the RV. Oh, poor Ted Levine. Okay, it's like I said earlier in the Did You Know facts that Ted Levine's actions and lines were all improvised. That's probably maybe going a little too far with the overacting, just a little bit. But again, if you got caught on fire, what would you do in a situation like that? So who am I to judge? Gory, I got your comment there too. I'm just trying to find a good time because right now the mutants are doing what we call a little bit of a raid. Even though Big Guy wants some very inappropriate relations, Bob's getting cooked, or Big Bob's getting cooked, and now we're drinking breast milk. Oh, no, I totally forgot about this scene, or like for this part of the scene. Yeah, Doug, I appreciate the effort, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Mm, fucking gross. Very similar to Nosferatu we just had back in December. Same play. Do you like your Big Bob original or extra crispy? Girl, if I were you, I'd be screaming my ass off to try to get some help. Even though her potential help did not do anything for her, but that's what I just that'd be the strong move right there. Yeah, I want to have a pillow fight with a mutated person. That's never a good move. Ow. Mm. God, this is fucked up. Uh-oh. Big guy has found the baby. Well, just don't sit there. Just yeah, fucking go. Guys, how are we feeling so far about this scene? Are we fucking weirded out? What are we feeling about this scene so far? No, no, no. Let's not. Damn, even the baby had to do this. Like, no, but no, don't do that. Not necessary. Oh, here we go. We get the classic hand to the face from the trailer. Hmm. Fucking gross, dude. Just the main thing with this, with this whole scene right here, it's just so it's just nerve wracking because you just don't know what's going to happen. You know these mutants are freaking creeps. He's just going straight for the source with the breast milk. But again, she's just doing everything she can Just to try to make everybody feel like just trying to protect everybody. Yeah, I was about to say, mom, way too much time, ruined the element of surprise. Yeah, go Doug. Mm, damn, good blood spat effect right there. Yeah, and here's another thing too with that particular scene. Why didn't the girl that got killed, or like the not the like the elder mother, but the medium aged mother? Why didn't she not stab for the knife? Why did she have to stab for the leg? Like you gotta stab right here. That gets the damn job done. So again, guys, what do y'all think about this scene, right? Or the scene that we just witnessed? Did it just freak you out? Did it make you unnerving? Could things could have gone better? Better decision making. And it sucks losing her right here. It's just it sucks because I really did like what they were doing with her for oh, okay. Not sure how she's able to do that, but fuck me. Let's see here. Blu-ray. Blu-ray, I think you're right about that. Let me check my sources here. Hmm. Um, Blu-ray, I am not seeing Derek Mears playing one of the mutants in this movie. I think it's actually the second movie, Blu-ray, is where I think Derek Mears played one of the mutants because I am not seeing him on the letterbox casting department. Yeah, not seeing his name there, Blu-ray. Here, but what I can do, because things are coming down just a bit. Let's see. No, let me click on Pluto. Where are you, Pluto? Pluto. Where are you? Damn it. There it is. Let's see here. Uh, look at Beast being a badass. Way to go, Beast. Fuck his ass up. See, Beast knows how to go for the damn jugular. I wish she would have been able to go into the jugular too, but instead of stabbing him in the leg. Yeah. Blu-ray. Derek Mears is the chameleon in The Hills Have Eyes 2 from 2007, which is the sequel to this movie that we're watching right now. But hey, I'll defend you on this. The first time I watched this movie, I thought that was Derek Mears too. But who plays Pluto, that big guy you just saw, that is played by Michael Bailey Smith. Oh, and I just noticed that he was a part of the new Fantastic Four movie that released this year. And he was a part of A Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child. So he's gotten some pretty decent roles in the horror genre. R.I.P. Chica. Not trying to ruin a very sad and emotional moment in this movie, but I would just absolutely love if she just whispered in his ear, Fuck you, Doug. If y'all not knowing what I'm referring to yet, I'm referring to 21 Jump Street, where the guy goes, "Fuck you, Doug." You should freaking care, Bobby. This is where Doug's about to be what we call the most underappreciated final person of all horror movies. In me, because I think he's criminally underrated. Because the transformation of what we get from Doug here is absolutely brilliant. Uh oh, they're sending the message. They are laying down the deal. And I haven't forgotten about those comments that I started. I'm going to get to him just a minute. It's just we are very close. And here goes Bobby just wasting fucking bullets. How about you give that gun to Doug, dude? Because obviously you have not done any good with those bullets. And just since we're talking about Doug so much, Doug is played by Aaron Stanford. So, Aaron Stanford, you did a good job in this movie, my friend. Ooh, good camera shot right here, building the anticipation, building the unsmoothing atmosphere. Davey, yo yo yo! Hopefully the date's going good, my friend. Hopefully the date is going good. Uh oh. Here we go, wasting damn bullets again. Someone take the gun away from Bobby. Oh, look at you doing the ultimate dinner movie combo on a date. Davey, good man. And you're going to be watching Shin Godzilla is next. Hell yeah, dude. Hopefully, again, you're having a great time. Hopefully, she's having a great time. And you know what? Just for shits and giggles, Davey, tell her we all say hello. Doug would be like, I don't understand goo goo gaga. Give me a real damn voice. Prob so only 2 bullets. Way to go, Bobby. Or as Dr. Evil says, way to go, a-hole. All right, let me get back to some of these comments right here. So I apologize. I appreciate you bearing with me. We had to deal with a very serious situation with this movie, or one, probably, in my opinion, the biggest highlight of the entire movie was that scene right there. If I'm wrong, let me know what your favorite scene is from The Hills Have Eyes. Let's see here. I finally watched 28 Years Later last night on demand. Have you seen it yet? Atanas, I have seen it. Brad really enjoys it. I enjoyed the first third of it. And then after the third of it, everything was just either okay or just not really good for my liking of a 28 Years Later movie. So I understand it's the first of 3 movies. So hopefully the other 2 movies are going to make much more sense and just tie so well together to tell this story. But the last scene of that movie, I absolutely hated. So we'll see about 28 years later, part two, which I think is called the Bone Temple. So we'll figure it out when we get there. But hopefully you enjoyed it a ton. It's a lot better than I did. Anyone seen the Don't Go in That House Bitch trailer? I have not, but you know what? I usually don't watch trailers anymore, but you sold me on that one. So let me take a picture of that. There you go. Smile pretty. And I'm going to watch the trailer after this movie because now you got me curious. Speaking of Derek Mears, he is one of my favorite Jason actors. I would definitely say top three at Thomas. I absolutely agree with you on that. Yeah, Doug in this movie has a great character arc. Dude, doesn't he though? He gets treated like a absolute nobody, a massive piece of shit in this movie. Like Big Bob and Bobby just not treating him very well. They don't think he deserves to be a part of the family. I bet if they're still alive after what Doug is about to do in this third act, I bet you $1,000,000 that they indeed will change their tune. Let's see here. Don't want to make sure I miss anything. I remembered the original The Hills Have Eyes has a scene with a tarantula. It creeps me out. It's been such a while, Tana, so I'm very foggy when it comes to the original The Hills Have Eyes. Everything I just know The Hills Have Eyes, it's mainly this movie. And like maybe the two scenes in The Hills Have Eyes 2 from 2007. Which I'm not trying to say because I saw Davey has not seen any of The Hills Have Eyes, so I don't want to spoil anything for him. But yeah, so Davey, definitely get on the remake because even though that would be a good thing, Davey. What you will think? Do you think the original would be better or the remake? So I implore you to still watch both because the original is Wes Craven's movie and he does do a really good job. But I just think The Hills Have Eyes follows every rule you need to do to be a successful remake. So I think you're going to have fun with both, in my opinion. The practical effects makeup work in this movie are top notch. Yeah, especially where we get like the shotgun right there and then that one particular headshot right there. Yeah, all those practical effects were really well done. Big Bob being in the fire, not so much at the beginning. I thought that was a little tacky, but the after results of him being burnt to a crisp, all that makeup work was really good. Uh, when I was in my 20s, I was fearless and would watch all the crazy hardcore horror. Then I became a total chicken after that. Well, hey, guess what? We are back at it now, Davey. You know a lot more then than you do now. So I say that you give it a retry, especially in 70s horror movie, Davey, because I will always say that 70s horror movies are really one of the most important eras in horror, if you ask me, because that was the era of horror where they didn't give two shits about rules. They break the rules. They make you feel uncomfortable. They make you creep out. They make things very realistically scary. So, yeah, absolutely go back and dive more into the 70s, Davey, or to anybody. I love 70s horror. I don't think it gets talked about enough without Halloween being mentioned. There's other good movies in the 70s, guys. The Last House on the Left, The Crazies, The Black Christmas, Alien, technically, because technically I believe it came out in 1979, freaking Jaws in 1975. So I will say the 70s is a very underrated era of horror movies. Let's see here. Cole's his favorites are from the 60s. Nice, Cole. That's very interesting because I know the two big ones in the 60s are, or really, the big three, Cole, and that is Rosemary's Baby, Psycho, and Peeping Tom. I still need to watch Peeping Tom myself because technically, for a lot of people, that's the first slasher movie in the whole history of horror movies. But Cole, can you name other 60 horror movies that you think we need to check out? All right, let's see here. We are an hour and 14 minutes into the unrated cut. The Hills Have Eyes. Doug has just made it to this atomic town, trying to get back his baby. And he's got his boy Beast, which Beast, of course, is a beast. So what could possibly go wrong? Yes, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which we did last week, Chester. That's a great one. And of course, The Exorcist from 1973. One of probably my favorite 70s horror movie in the 70s there, Chester, was the original Exorcist. Which I cannot wait to cover that movie on Chills and Thrills. I'm just trying to find the right theme topic to do The Exorcist, which obviously probably more than anything, it's going to be a possession month. That's going to be. When's that going to happen? Time will tell. Subscribe and join along with the adventure on that. All right, let me check the poll real quick. Nice. We got 16 votes right now. So that's excellent to combine with a lot of the other votes we got on here. So I think we're going to have another successful poll group right there to bring out a good number, good percentage. Oh, and also too, any comments that you do leading up to the current watch party, like when I do like the postings leading up to the movie, if you want to leave a comment in those, I take pictures of those comments, or if you send me a direct message, I will take pictures of them and I'll show them off. I'll show you a quick example real quick. This is just a little flash like that. Like if you all do that, I'm going to post your stuff and give you all a shout out. So Miss Carter, there's your shout out. Oh, Jamie, that's such a good one for Tourist Trap from 79. It's underrated. It's so good. It's so good, Jamie. So good. I hate the fact that they're going to be doing a remake of Tourist Trap. That does make me nervous, but I'm not going to have any expectation if it being better than the original from 79. But that's a good one, Jamie. What is your most anticipated house for Halloween Horror Nights this year? Unfortunately, I would not be able to answer this question. Next year, I'll be able to answer that question because I do plan on going to Halloween Horror Nights next year. So hopefully, I'm going to make that a thing because last year I got screwed by a hurricane about Halloween Horror Nights. So that was just very unfortunate. But hopefully you have a good time this year with it, Atanis. And you let me know, which house are you most looking forward to? Oh, okay, Cole. 70s are your favorite. I think I combined the two thoughts. Hey, it's okay, Cole. Again, 70s, really awesome and underrated era of horror movies. Oh, and that will also be another good draft year too, to do a movie draft for the 70s horror movies. That could be really challenging after the fourth round. So, gave you a good idea, Cole. Because I could do it, but I'm not sure how good or Brad or that actually could be the draft I could possibly beat Brad and Chris in. All right. Now, Doug, I'm going to give you a little bit of swinging advice right here. Swing as hard as you can. Keep your eye on the bald head. Keep your eye on the bald head. Love 70s horror movies. Yeah, absolutely. Because again, Destiny, I'm not sure if you were here when I said this, but I'll repeat it here. That I think the 70s is a like a horror era to really appreciate because they break all the rules. They don't care about rules. They will make you feel uncomfortable. They will just create so much anxiety towards you. Like freaking the last house on the left, creating that uncomfortable situation or realistic situation. Like the 70s did not absolutely care about anything. All they cared about was good kills and also to make you feel extremely uncomfortable. All right. Well, Doug got knocked the fuck out. All right. Okay. Here's my just a little thing with me here. Did we establish that Bobby knows how to make booby traps? Because, like, at least, like, when Nancy was making booby traps in A Nightmare on Elm Street, the original from '84, Nancy actually read a book on it. So I kinda give some leeway with her knowing how to do booby traps, but I don't buy, Bobby knowing how to do booby traps or just traps in general. I just I don't know about that. Am I being too harsh? Or just say, "Brett, it's only a movie." Atana is saying, I won't be going to Horror Nights this year, but if I was, the most anticipated maze, or just the anticipated, would be the Terrifier. Yeah. If I have to do that as well, Tana, so like just what I would have been excited for if I was able to go, I would say either Terrifier or I would even say Friday the 13th because I am hearing just for rumors that the Friday the 13th house is supposed to be the scariest house out of all the houses they're doing this year. It sucks that I'm not able to go because I would love to do it. Plus, I just want to do Halloween Horror Nights. So I'm really hoping next year I can get it done with going to Halloween Horror Nights and for the California one, hopefully. So we'll see. All right, Doug is stuck in the meat locker. Because again, the mutants like to preserve their food. There we go. Go for it, Doug. There we go. Let's see here. I ju I just rewatched Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Cole, another excellent 70s movie right there. You get this weird feeling the whole time. Plus, the sounds are like more intense, I feel like. Oh, especially that ending scene, dude. Yeah, dude. I watched that movie, I believe, for the first time ever last year, and I thought it was very, very solid to me. I think I gave it like a 4 out of 5. But I would like to maybe do a rewatch of it just to see if I like it better this time around. But very good pick, Cole, for a 70s horror movie. All right, Doug, we have a good swinging. We got a good form right there, but can you keep your eye on the ball? That's the most important thing. Our Life in Horror, Sam. What's going on there, Sam? How are you doing? Hopefully, all is going well with you. Thank you for hanging out with us. And guess what? Just in time. We're about to hit the big third act into this movie, where Doug gets to fight Pluto, and Bobby gets to use his unknown skill of booby traps. Uh, so late to the party, but I love The Hills Have Eyes 2006. Sam, I wish I knew that, or else I would have been happy to have you on here, hang out with me watching this movie. So, Sam, be thinking about horror movies that you and Brendan love and want to come on for chills and thrills for when I tackle those particular horror movies. So be thinking about that. Or for any YouTuber, it's just watching this. If you have favorite horror movies, reach out to me, and when I get to those particular movies, would love to have you on because Brad is going to be my first special guest next week. More on that when this movie ends. So yeah, just to kickstart it, just an experimentation with special guests with Brad, and so everybody else, I'll be better prepared and ready for. And I can see why it's hard for you to leave. Got too much of a big head. We are going to get dogs and name them Beauty and Beast after the dogs in this film. Now, Sam, that is badass. So please do that. Send pictures of your new fur babies of Beauty and Beast when you get them. Wouldn't that be now 4 dogs if you do that, Sam? Because damn, that's a lot of dogs. Ryan, what's going on there, Ryan? How are you doing? Hopefully all's going well with you. We're about to enter this badass third act here with Doug and Pluto getting ready to have a big fight scene. Probably one of my favorite fight scenes in horror movies. Here we go. God, this whole fight scene right here is so well done. I wonder how many times it took him to film all this. Oof. Not Beast. Oh, it'll be a long time from now. Can't get any right now. Well, when you do, Sam, please share off those fur babies. And be sure don't to teach Beast how to chew my freaking jugular right here, because that would be greatly appreciated. All right. Well played, Doug. Way to play good defense right there. Hey, while we're just hanging out here, drop horror movies that you want me to cover on Chills and Thrills, and I will do everything I can to try to formulate a plan and a theme around those horror movies you all suggest. So, which horror movies would you all like for me to cover on Chills and Thrills? Oh, and also stick around after the movie, after the this movie ends, because I'll give y'all the very first kind of like sneak peek of what the next theme is going to be for Chills and Thrills for the months of September and October. Because one theme, 2 months. Oh, ew, that's fucking gross. With the freaking yellow the goo on the eye right there. That's fucking gross. Here, I'm gonna highlight some of these movie suggestions, except for Ashton's. Now, Ashton, I got your movie recommendation. I'm getting, bud. Ooh, good tap. Damn. Holy shit. Freaking Pluto has been eating his vegetables. Ow. Well, I'll tell you about this about Doug. At least it wasn't his at least it wasn't his strong hand. Sure, freaking him and the caretaker from Scary Movie 2 are gonna have a lot in common now. Davey, you smart ass. Two girls in one cup. Hey, that's a scary movie right there, so it could be eligible. Okay, see, Doug is Great strategy right now. Bring out a weak weapon. Just pretend that you're just weak, you're out of it, and make sure that Pluto is not about to see this coming. Uh, Good night, Sam. Again, we appreciate you hanging out with us. Again, just you and Brendan be thinking about some horror movies you all would like to join me on for Chills and Thrills. Have a great night, Sam. Ooh. Doug's about to say, Merca. Finish the job, Doug. Bam. And that is how you pull off a great fight scene in horror movies. Great fight. Oh, of course, yeah. Got to put on the glasses. Which, God, I cannot wait for my glasses to come in next week. I've been having these pair for 4 years, so I'm very, very happy to getting a new pair of glasses. Ooh. Davey, sorry. I'll start it, Davey, but sorry, since I pulled it up, definitely want to do Pumpkinhead on Chills and Thrills. Again, I'm just trying to find a good theme to do Pumpkinhead with. Ooh, right in the eye. Doug is fucking shit up. But here's the problem, Brainiac. Who's going to protect you? Yeah, I said, Beast don't like, it's like, you don't mess with my baby. God, way to go, Beast. Such a good boy. Little Red Riding Hood. Fall atmosphere folklore. Boom, there is your thing. Davey, it's going on the list because I love where your head's at right there. And if I had a whole month of September to do it, I would have done it this year. But it's just my September's I'll be gone for a week, so I had to, and my October is weird. So that's why I'm combining 2 months into one theme. But starting hopefully for next year, I could calm it down a bit and get a proper theme for September. So I'm going to write that down, and I'm going to give you credit for that for when I do get into that. And hey, if you love Pumpkinhead, love to have you on. But I have a bigger movie in store for you when it comes to a particular theme. And I have it for May, Davey. So when I get to May, love to have you on for one movie in particular. Let's see here. So let me write this down real quick. Oh, damn. I don't think he would want to play with y'all. Fall atmosphere theme. Timber. Little piggy, let me in. Oh, Davey, your birthday is in May, so Davey, that would be excellent. Actually, Davey, send me a text on when exactly your birthday is in May, and I'll switch my whole thing around to make sure that particular movie falls on your birthday. So I'm glad you told me that because now even that makes my idea even better. Okay, I've been asking about some of y'all's movies y'all would like for me to cover on Chills and Thrills. So let's follow along with Davey right there. Of what themes would you all want me to tackle for Chills and Thrills? Because I'm sure y'all want me to cover zombie movies, vampire movies, psychological. What kind of themes would you like to see on Chills and Thrills? Destiny saying Pumpkinhead is on my September watch list. Yeah, I figure you were going to go ahead and do a head start with your horror movie watching for the spooky season because I know you like to start in September, which that's more of the popular thing going on now. Is most people are starting their spooky season watching in September. Ooh, Ashton, I like that one. I'm going to slowly start writing these down and also giving credit where credit is due. Uh-oh. Oh, way to go. Way to go, kids. You lost the bodies. Oh, okay, never mind. You only lost mom. Okay, that one of two, that's not too bad. Double feature podcast. What's going on there, ladies? How are you doing? Hopefully you all are doing well. Definitely love the work you all are doing on your podcast. I do follow you all on TikTok and watch your TikTok clips. So hopefully, again, I appreciate you all just hanging out with us. So what's going on? Double feature podcast saying Pumpkinhead is one of our favorites. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Again, I'm so happy y'all are here because again, I watch your all's TikToks. You all do a great job. Oh, sorry, Jamie. Let me start that. Let's see here. Quit wasting bullets. Just stop. Just stop wasting your bullets. Let's see here, Jamie. Where'd it go? Where'd it go, Jamie? Where'd it go? We're doing good. Loving your channel. Thank you so much. I know this is only the second live stream we're doing, but I'm just telling you, I am having so much fun with this, and I just know that this can be built into something very special. And I appreciate you and everybody that's hanging out tonight, making this yet another successful live stream. Because I'm just telling you right now, we're only getting started. This dude kind of gives me Tyler Mane theme or vibes. Yeah, I could tell like a little bit with the hair and all that. That definitely Tyler Mane vibes. Even though if you've met Tyler Mane in real life, Tyler Mane, he's such a good dude and he's freaking huge. So definitely expect him being a big old dude. Big old dude, big old dude. But yeah, but Tyler Mane, he's such a good guy. So hopefully y'all get to meet Tyler Mane in the future. So, damn, he got toasted. Sorry, had to take that text message real quick. But yeah, we're about to get into like the oh, Miss Little Red Riding Hood carrying the baby. Ken from Sledgehammer Horror said he was a lovable teddy bear. Hey, he can be a lovable teddy bear. Man, I love Ken and Ashley from Sledgehammer Horror. They are doing so many wonderful things on their channel right now. So, if for some reason, some odd reason, if you are not subscribing to Sledgehammer Horror, I highly recommend you doing so. Ooh, Destiny, I like that one. I'll read that afterwards, but very good one. Uh-oh. God, that weapon is so cool. Ow! God, money. Run, run, Little Red Riding Hood. Run. Sorry, I'm taking a picture and making notes on that particular post. Here, Ashton, I'll read this because I know you mentioned winter movies, which I'll mention it again. Saying winter movies, got to think of Black Christmas, Krampus on my mind, but can't think of anything. Ashton, The Lodge would be a great one to watch, and definitely a low key good one to watch for your particular theme. It's a little movie by Adam Green called Frozen. Frozen's a very good one to watch. Dude, I love this music right now of Doug fucking him up. And Chester, the thing from 1982 is another great choice for winter movies. Yeah, and I had an idea for January to do, but you know what I actually might do? When it gets a little closer, just as like a future Christmas present from Chills and Thrills to you all for making all this happen for me, which I greatly appreciate. I will probably throw you all some themes for the month of January to do, and we'll vote on it about what you want the particular theme to be for the month of January. So I like that idea. Jamie, I'm going to save that to. There we go. I don't want to forget all these amazing things you are suggesting in the chat. Little Red Riding Hood, no. Good tackle. That's like a Bobby Boucher spear right there. Um, sorry. Real quick. Gonna disappear from the screen for 1 second, but with good reason. One moment. There we go. Didn't want you all to see. What are you going to do next, Brett? Well, Adrian, stick around for a little bit after we finish the conclusion of this movie, and I'll tell you exactly what we're doing next week, because next week is going to be special. That guy's not going to be joining us, but so, but something very special for next week. Or Ashton just told you right there, all good. So, Yeah. Hey, hey, Brenda, where the fuck are you gonna go? You got no car. Do you already have the next movie lined up? Yes, double feature and podcast. What I do is when it gets closer to the new month, like the last week before the new month happens, I will release a movie schedule of what we plan on to watch and for what day. And I do this just for if any YouTuber is going to be like, oh, I absolutely love this movie. That gives me time to send out an invitation to that particular YouTuber to go with that potential for that particular film schedule that I have set for. I do have the movie set for the next theme, and I don't think they're going to make it for much longer. But, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Hills Have Eyes remake from 2006. So, man, what a damn good movie right there. So, exiting that right there. Let me get back to you all there. See here. Ghost Story is set in the snow. There you go, Jamie. So I am going to go ahead and end this poll right quick. Wow, 19 votes in the chat. That's so awesome. Thank you all so much for that. Let me take a picture of those results so I can make the pie chart for the post tomorrow. Let's see here. And yes, I agree with you. The remake was really well done. So my thoughts for the movie, definitely one of the two best horror movie remakes of all time. It goes back between The Hills Have Eyes and the Dawn of the Dead remake by Zack Snyder. Those go back and forth with me of what the best horror movie remake of all time is, because I just kind of really honestly tie them both for first. That's how freaking close it is. I really can't decide between one or the other. But for the Hills Have Eyes remake, it does absolutely everything a lot better than the original does, in my opinion. So I don't think this movie is necessarily perfect. So don't hurt me on this. I'm not going to call this a killer classic, a 5 out of 5, but to me, this is like a 4.5 out of 5. So that falls under the category of a 4-star of a bloody good time. That is what I will be giving this movie for The Hills Have Eyes, which let me pull up this. This is how we do our rating system here on Chills and Thrills. 5-star is a 5-star classic because we go from 5 being the best and 1 being the worst. Let me move that banner real quick. 4 stars is a bloody good time. Number 3 is creeping decent. Number 2 is dead on arrival. And number 1 is grave mistake. And again, what I am going to do is I'm going to give it this right here. It's a bloody good time, scary, stylish, and widely entertaining, which The Hills Have Eyes is absolutely all of those things. But it's not perfect, but damn it, it's close, in my opinion. I think it's super close. Let's see here. Just looking at the comments real quick. Dawn of the Dead was a good one. Another I enjoyed the remakes was the yes, double feature. Yes, I definitely enjoyed the Crazies remake because I definitely believe it falls under the same category that everything that it does with the remake does so much better than it does in the original. So I absolutely agree with that. All right, just scrolling down. I think we are good. Again, the Chills and Thrills rating system is on our YouTube. It's on the YouTube channel under the post section. It's on the Facebook group as a featured pinned message, and it's on Instagram too, being pinned as well. So you can access this rating system at any point on our social medias. And on Letterboxd too. I have it in the description on my Letterboxd for Chills and Thrills. So let's see here. All right, I think we're good there too. So let me read off this comments. You know what? Before I read the comments, let me give you all that absolute sneak peek of what is going to be coming up for the theme for both months of September and October. I'm not technically supposed to post this video until this coming Friday, but since you all have been so awesome, I'm getting ready to share it right now. So here we go. Here is the featured theme for September and October. There it is. On August the 29th, we are going to be, I will be revealing the entire schedule, which is going to be 5 movies with the months of September and October, which October from here on out after this year is going to be Frighttober. But since, again, my schedules is all freaking crazy coming up, I'm going to be combining both of those months into one for this year only. Destiny, let me get that real quick so I don't forget that. There we go. So let me read some of the movies you all want me to cover and the themes you want me to cover, and then I'll get us on out of here. While I'm getting those pull up, it's been mentioned in the chat that I'm having my co-host on Good Real Hunting, Brad, come on for the Devil's Rejects. We will be watching the Devil's Rejects next Saturday at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, and me and Brad would absolutely love to have you all be there for that one because it will be epic as hell. Tutti fucking fruity. And let me read these comments about The Hills Have Eyes. Miss Carter gave this a 4 stars, so she gives this a bloody good time. Ashton gives it a bloody good time of 4 stars with one of the best remakes that actually surpasses the original. Absolutely agree with you. Good friend of mine, Chance, sent me this message he wanted me to share going, it's a killer classic, so he thinks it's perfect, 5 out of 5. I even like the sequel, even though I hate the characters in the sequel. I do like in the sequel when the guy comes out of the shitter. Yeah, absolutely. I remember that scene all too well there, Chance. Chance, thank you for sharing your opinion of you thinking it is a 5-star classic. So let's see here. Oh, let me highlight that. Let's see here. All right. So let me read your all's comments and we'll get out of here. Try to find my comment, but there it is. I asked about what horror movies you wanted me to cover for Chills and Thrills. Ashton had to be a smart aleck and say Halloween Ends, which I'm sure Halloween Ends will come sooner or later on Chills and Thrills. Again, I want to find the proper theme to go with it. Ghost Story from 1981. Jamie, I've never heard of Ghost Story, but I will absolutely trust your recommendation on that, so I will add it to the list. Lost Highway, again, never heard of that one, but I will absolutely love to include that. See here, I did cover that Davies comment there. What else we got? See here, Mulholland Drive, yeah, David Lynch movie. I definitely want to cover that because I had a really good time with that movie, and that was your recommendation, Destiny, for my 14 days of new horror movie watches year 5 this past May. Had a really good time with it, so I would love to cover that on the channel as well. And speaking of recommendations, those were some movies. So we're going to do with the themes that you all are suggesting here. Ashton and Jamie both go with the winter theme. So you all want some horror movies that really make you feel the cold, being cold-blooded. And Jamie also wanted to include vampires. Vampires absolutely will love to cover vampire horror movies because there's so many of them. Destiny, I love this idea. Prom month for prom night, the loved ones, Carrie, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Damn, those are some good ones. I have not seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so that would be extra motivation to do this idea. But would you consider prom being in April or April? Like, I know April's like the month to do it, but I have an idea already. which I might do another like a birthday poll. What birthday theme do you all want to do for my month of April? So I'm definitely keeping that in mind with prom month, because I really do love that idea. And those are some great movies you recommended. Surreal Month with Donnie Darko, Mulholland Drive, Black Swan, and House from 1977. I took a picture of that because I was struggling to think about some particular themes, and that is a really good theme. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for a great recommendation, and everybody with their great recommendations. Do prom muff whenever. There are no rules. Okay, because of that, Destiny, I wasn't too confident with my early March theme idea. I might just do that one. And don't worry, I got you written down, and I will give you full credit for that. Let's see here. Just want to make sure I am missing anybody. Psychos do not explode when sunlight hits them. I don't give a fuck how crazy they are. There you go. Not sure what you were talking about right there, but you know what? I trust you there, Gory. But I am not seeing anything else, so it's past over 2 hours, so I'm going to go ahead and close out Chills and Thrills Heat Wave. We just concluded the Hills Have Eyes remake, so let me know, what do you think about the Hills Have Eyes remake? Do you think this is the greatest horror movie remake of all time, or do you have other horror remakes that you think do a better job than this movie? Let me know in those comments section down below. Let's always keep that discussion rolling. And until then, I will see you all next Saturday for the Devil's Rejects with my first ever special guest on Chills and Thrills, Brad over at Goodwill Hunting, where we're going to tear that movie up with a jolly good time. So that is for next Saturday. Going to close it out. Thank you all so much for making this awesome and fun, and have a great night, everybody. Stay spooky, everybody.
Yes, it's dinner time again.